Shahnas, morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Mr. T.
Uh, Good morning, Miss Fia. So how's the internet connection at your end? Is it better now? Good morning, Miss Fia. Good morning, Miss Tita. Miss Shahnas, you are at home.
Yes, I'm at home, Miss Tati. Maybe in the afternoon at the second session too. I'm in office.
Oh, so you're going to move out. Okay.
Yeah,
How's the connection there? Is it better now?
a little bit low, a little bit okay.
My connection is certainly better than last Monday. Monday, is it? Yeah, Monday. So, Alhamdulillah, I think it is now smoother. Um, but I suppose when you are at the office, you don't have any difficulties with the connection. Miss Fia, Miss Tita, when you are at the office, do you use the Wi-Fi or do you still use your own personal connection?
In the office, miss. My signal is a little good lah.
Miss Tita, I cannot hear your voice. You need to speak a little low, higher, a little louder. Sorry. Good morning, Miss Putri.
Good morning, Miss Tati.
Oh, Miss Tita is having guests, I suppose. Okay. So yeah, apparently it wasn't only my connection, but I think the whole Java was having problem with Telkomsel and IndiHome last Monday. So everybody got affected by the slow connection. Yeah. However, this morning I tried to upload our class videos to YouTube because last Monday I just couldn't do it. It was taking too long. So this morning I tried to upload our class videos and it was working fine. So it took the usual time to upload to YouTube. Alhamdulillah. Miss Fifi is here now. Okay. Good morning, Miss Fifi. Okay, so before we start with the grammar, there's one thing that I would like to inform you, to remind you that this afternoon you are going to have your midterm test. Sorry, not semester, midterm test with Miss Amel. And as Miss Amel has informed, you are going to go to Zoom 2x2, and it's random because Miss Amel is just going to choose from the Zoom list. Whoever is there on the list, she will choose the 2 people. And then you are going to enter the Zoom 2x2. You are going to be given a topic and you're going to make a conversation with that partner using the topic. So that's about your midterm test. Do you have any questions about the midterm test? No questions about the midterm test? Miss Vivi, I'm so sorry, your audio is not working, it seems. Okay, good morning, Miss Ayu. Okay. So,
Hello.
hello, okay, go on, Miss Vivi, your question.
Uh, uh, have we time for discuss before we going to conversation in the middle test?
Mm. So after you got into the Zoom 2x2, you will get the topic and you probably have 1 to 2 minutes to think about it, but no discussions usually. But it's up to Miss Amel. Usually there are no discussions between participants. So it's just like a real conversation. You need to do it impromptu without practice. Okay. So for example, okay, we're going to talk about workspace. Miss Amel chose unit 2, for example. And then you are going to talk about, so, wow, this is a nice office you have. And then you respond to your partner, well, thank you very much. This is my workstation. As you can see, around my workstation, I have many other people working with me. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Any other questions concerning the midterm test? Not at the moment. Okay, then we're going to go to our grammar if you don't have any questions about the midterm test at the moment. So today we are going to talk about participles. We already touched this a little bit last Monday when one of you said, my job was bored, or my job, I'm boring. Okay, so the differences between using past participles. These past participles are verb 3 and present participles or verb ing. We're also going to talk about using conjunctions because, since, because of, and due to. Now, if you take a look at because sentence and because of sentence, what do you think is the difference? Can you spot the difference between using because and because of?
Before because is past participle, and after because is present participle.
Mhm. Before because is past participle. After because it is not really. If you take a look at this, oh, Miss Juita is on. Hi, Miss Juita. Good morning.
Morning, Miss.
Are you fine?
Fine.
Still a little bit weak, I suppose. But you're working back to work. Okay. So Bob is sick because his job is demanding. Still present participle. This one is Bob is sick because of his demanding job. Also present participle. So it's not about the participles.
Maybe active and passive.
Active and passive, both of them are the same. Bob is sick. His job is demanding. His demanding job. Using active participles. No idea? Okay, so this is the difference. When you just use because, then you need to add a verb after the because part. Okay, so here you can see that his job is demanding. But when you use because of, you just need to use a noun, his demanding job. If you use a verb, then it will be a wrong sentence. So if you use Bob is sick because of his job is demanding, that will be grammatically incorrect. Okay, now we are going to try to use because of first. Okay, so feel free to make your sentences using because of. For example, I'm feeling happy because of the fast internet connection. There you go. I'm feeling happy because of the fast internet connection. No verb there, only a noun. Now let's try and make your sentences. Anybody wants to volunteer?
Maybe me, Miss.
Okay, go on, Miss Shahnas.
I think he dropped out because of us.
Wow. Wait, hang on. One more time. I think he dropped out. Dropped out.
Because of us.
Okay, go on, Miss Shahnas. Dropped out.
Dropped out. I think he's dropped out because of us.
Okay, there you go. Astaghfirullah, Miss Shahnas, what did you do to that person? Okay, now let's try and change it using because. This time you need to put a verb after because. I think he dropped out because maybe you can think of an action that you do to make him dropped out. How about it, Miss Shahnas? I think he dropped out because of us. Now we are going to use because only. So I think he dropped out because
Because his study isn't is because his study is bad.
there you go, because his study, since you use dropped out with past tense, you can also use past tense in this part. Because his study was bad. There you go. So if you can see, Miss Shahnas is using noun only after because of, and a verb after because. Okay, so this is the correct way of using because and because of. Another volunteer? Anybody else? Go, Miss Ayu.
I am little tired because of a lot of job.
I'm a little tired because of a lot of job. I'm a little tired because of a lot of job. Thank you. Now let's change it into because. I'm a little tired because
Because a lot of job.
you need to use a verb when you only use because. How do you change that? I'm a little tired because of a lot of job. Now, how do we make it into because part? I'm a little tired because I. It needs to be a sentence as well. So I'm a little tired because I.
Because I have a lot of job.
Exactly. There you go. Thank you. Because I have a lot of job. Exactly like that. So it's your choice if you want to make your sentence with because or because of. As long as you know the difference, how to make the because of or because of. One more participant, please. Anybody? Thank you, Miss Ayu, for that. Well done. Miss Tita, Hagon.
Right. Daughter didn't come to school because of the heavy rain.
Oh, hang on, Miss Tita. Wait. I need to change the color. Okay, Miss Tita, one more time, please.
My daughter didn't come to school because of the heavy rain.
Didn't come to school because of because of because of
The heavy rain.
or
The heavy rain.
what's that, Miss Tita? So sorry.
Hujan lebat. The heavy rain ya.
Because of
The heavy
behaving.
rain. Rain,
Um.
rain. Hujan.
Oh, because of the rain. So sorry. Because of the rain. There you go. My daughter didn't come to school because of the rain. How about using the because part now? Still the same. My daughter didn't come to school
Because
because
it is rain.
almost. This is past tense. So you also need to use past tense because
Because
it the past tense.
it rain.
It rained. Got it. Because it rained. There you go. Another example of using because and because of. My daughter didn't come to school because of the rain. But then if you change it with because my daughter didn't come to school because it rained. Okay. You just need to remember that when you use past tense, you also need to use past tense in the later part of because. Now that's because and because of. In this part, we also have since and due to. The same as because of, due to doesn't need another verb. So you can just use a noun after due to. But when you use since, you actually need a verb there. Okay. The meaning of because and since are the same. Once is they are talking about cause and effect. Everyone is happy because there is an unexpected bonus. The same, you can change it because since, interchangeable. This one too. Everyone is happy because of the unexpected bonus. Okay. Now let's try with since and due to. Any volunteers? I think Miss Audie and Miss, who else just came? Miss Dwi just came. Okay. Good morning, Miss Audie. Good morning, Miss Dwi.
Morning, Miss.
Anyone wants to volunteer and make the sentence using since and due to? So sorry about
I'll
that.
try.
Okay, go on, Miss Audie.
I can't attend today's class because
Wait, you cannot use because we're using since and due to.
okay. I cannot attend today's class due to my appointment.
Thank you.
With
I
the
can't
dentist.
attend today's class due to an appointment. Okay. Now we're going to use since, and when you use since, you do have to use another verb after the since. So let's try and change this into since. I can attend today's class since
I got an appointment.
there you go. Since, oh, got is a past tense,
Oh,
but you are using I can't. Since
I get.
you can use present perfect, no problem. I've got.
I actually very confused between how to use had and have.
Okay, let me explain this after this. I can't attend today's class since I've got an appointment. There you go. Now, if you're wondering, this is not in our grammar focus today, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it a little. What's the use of present perfect anyway? So when you use I've blah, 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 verb 3, or he's blah, 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 verb 3, okay, present perfect, you are actually talking about something that happened in the past, but it's still going until now. For example, when I ask you, how long have you worked at UISI? There you go. It means that you started working in the past, but now you're still working at UISI. So that's why the question is, how long have you worked at UISI? Okay. So if I ask, how long did you work at UISI? It means that the activity was only in the past. Right now, you're not working at UISI. The same with this. When you say, I got an appointment, it means that in the past, you got an appointment and it has finished. But when you say, I've got an appointment, it means that up until now, you're still attending the appointment. Okay, so that's present perfect, using present perfect in a sentence. So Miss Audie has given us examples. Anyone else using since and due to? Volunteers? One more perhaps? Anyone? Since and due to? I know we're not, it's unusual for us to use due to. Due to is very formal, by the way. You usually use it for business sentences to when you talk about appointments to your superior, or probably with somebody, a lecturer or somebody. But when you talk to students, you don't have to use due to. You can just use because of. Nobody? Since and due to? Miss Fia, Miss Putri, Miss Juwita, perhaps? Or Miss Dwi? Okay, Miss Fifi, go on.
Okay. I work from home since the pandemic has come to our country.
Oh, nice one. Thank you. Hang on. Pardon, one more time, Miss Fifi.
I'm working from since
Home.
the pandemic has come to our country.
The same problem. You are using I'm working. It means that you are using present continuous. Then you cannot use the pandemic came to our country. Remember, since here is not functioning as sejak. So it's a different function with sejak. This is the same meaning as because, karena. So I'm working from home because the pandemic must be present also.
Yes, come to
Comes to our country. There you go. I'm working from home since the pandemic comes to our country. Now let's use due to.
I'm working from home to pandemic.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm working from home due to the pandemic. There you go. I'm working from home due to the pandemic. There you go. So it is a matter of choice between using because of, since, and due to. Okay, as long as you know the differences, there will be no problem what choice you want to use. Now let's try this practice. Okay, can I delete all sentences, or is anyone still trying to write that down? Okay, I'm going to delete all sentences. Now, if you take a look at practice 1, we are trying to use, practice 1 is about that one. Practice 2, so sorry. Okay, practice 2. How about number 1? What should we put there?
Maybe because, Mr. T.
Go on, Ms. Shanas. Can you please read the whole sentence?
Maybe, sorry. Because I'm need of money, I'm going to take extra shift.
Thank you. That's the answer, exactly. Because I'm in need of money. Thank you. So there you go, because. Or, of course, you can also use the other option.
Since.
Since, go on, Miss Audie.
Since I'm in need of money, I'm going to take an extra shift.
Thank you. There you go. Since I'm in need of money. How about number 2?
I think it's because of.
Because
or
of.
due to.
Because of. Exactly. We don't have a verb in this part, so because of. There. Miss Odi, would you mind reading the whole sentence again?
He doesn't get the promotion because of his bad attitude.
Thank you. There you go. Oh, number 3 should be quick. What do you think, everyone?
Because.
Because.
Since.
Since, okay, because is also correct. Here we have the verb. So if you take a look at this, we have the verb here, 10. So you need to use because or since. Miss Audie, please choose one person to read the whole sentence because you already, I'm using because you already read 2 sentences. Please choose one person to do the reading.
Miss Fifi, probably.
Okay. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oh, the closing of what is it?
Because of.
Because of, okay. Is it the closing of the orientation program today? Not yet.
It's tomorrow, I think.
Oh, tomorrow, okay. Miss Fifi, could you please read the whole sentence?
The retail business is in dire condition. I'm so sorry, number 4.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Number 3. So sorry. You were answering for number 4, but you actually need to read number 3.
The retail business is in dire condition because people want to spend money on traveling.
Got it. Thank you, Miss Fifi. Now, Miss Fifi, you get to choose one person to read number 4. You already answered number 4.
Miss 3, Miss Ayu. Miss Ayu.
Miss Ayu, okay.
Number 4. Mr. Mortensen isn't feeling well because he forgot to take his medicine.
Oh, hang on, Miss Ayu, the times are hard. You need to read this.
The times are hard and difficult because of the country's financial
Crisis.
crisis.
Got it. Financial crisis. And Miss Ayu actually answered number 5. But I'm going to choose another person. Okay, Miss Ayu, choose another person to answer number 5, please.
Miss Tita?
Miss, pardon?
Miss Tita?
Okay, Miss Tita.
Morton is not feeling well because it's me.
Exactly, thank you. Mr. Mortensen isn't feeling well because he forgot to take his medicine. Okay, Miss Tita, the last one. Who's going to choose one person?
Miss Shahnas.
Miss Shahnas, okay.
Because my manager studies, the meeting is postponed until after lunch.
One more time, please, Miss Shahnas.
Because my manager studies, the meeting is postponed until after lunch.
As you can see here, we don't have any verb.
Oh.
It's only a noun.
Because of.
Got it. One more time. Because of.
Because of my manager targets, the meeting is postponed until after lunch.
Exactly. Thank you. This word.
Yeah, I don't
Tardiness. Tardiness.
know.
Tardiness means lateness, or the quality of always do something late. So, for example, I the due date or the deadline is at 12, but I always submit my task at 1 a.m. So after midnight. That's tardiness. Because of my manager's tardiness. The meeting is postponed until after lunch. Okay, so tardiness it is. Hey, so sorry. I forgot to ask. Can I delete all sentences, or do you still need time to check it out? Check them out. Can I delete them? Okay. There. Now we're going to move to the, participles. Okay. If you take a look at participles, sometimes we get mixed up between using boring, bored, challenged, challenging, tired, and tiring, and so on. Now, the deal is when you feel that action, then you need to use the present participle. So, for example, I'm tiring you with my conversation. It means that I'm doing the active part. I make you tired. I'm tiring you with my conversation. Aku membuatmu lelah. Membuat. So it's an active sentence. But when you want to use the passive one, you are tired by my conversation. You are tired. Kalian merasa lelah dengan percakapan saya. So you are tired with my conversation. It's a matter of taking the active role or the passive role in that feeling. Okay. So we have challenging and challenge. This time we're also going to use two similar sentences and try to change them into using past participles and present participles. My examples are, I'm tiring you with my conversation. And then you are tired with my conversation. Okay, there you go. Those are the examples of using tired and tiring. Now feel free to choose. You can use challenging, boring, tiring, confusing, or frustrating. Here in practice one, you can also see frustrating, frustrated, overwhelming, overwhelmed, satisfying, satisfied. Feel free. I need 4 volunteers to make sentences. You can talk about daily life or your work, or even something imaginary.
Maybe I wanna try.
Okay, go on then. Is here.
The webinar yesterday are bored.
Oh, hang
No.
on. Which one makes it bored? Is it the webinar or you?
The webinar.
The webinar. So
Yeah.
webinar is an active one. The webinar is.
Oh, the webinar is boring.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But because you said yesterday, you did say yesterday, right?
Yes, yes.
The webinar
Was
yesterday
boring.
Exactly. I was about to say that. The webinar yesterday was boring.
Yes.
And now let's change it into bored.
The webinar make me bored. No.
Ah, exactly. The webinar yesterday made me.
Made me bored.
Okay. Or of course, you can always change it by putting yourself as the subject. I was bored by the webinar.
Okay.
The same sentence, no problem. Hey, there's a good, they are good examples of using boring and bored. Thank you, Miss Fia. The webinar yesterday was boring. The webinar yesterday made me bored. Volunteer number 2, anybody?
I'll do that.
Okay, go on.
I'm satisfied by his work.
Mhm. And then if we change it,
His work is satisfying.
exactly. Thank you very much, Miss Audie. I'm satisfied by his work. His work is satisfying. There you go. Volunteer number 3. We still have 2 more slots for 2 volunteers. Anyone? Nobody? You can talk about your...
Nanas. Shanas.
Wait, Miss Shanas isn't turning on her audio, so I'm not going to point her, but if she wants to volunteer, feel free. Miss Dwi, perhaps? Miss Putri? Miss Juita? We haven't used tiring, tired, challenging, challenged. Nobody. Okay, since nobody wants to volunteer to make the sentences, Miss Ayu, perhaps?
I am confused with the project.
Thank you. I'm confused with the project. Now let's use confusing.
Project is confusing me.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I'm confused with the project. The project is confusing me. I'm confused with the project. The project is confusing me. There you go. One more volunteer. We still have one more. Thank you, Miss Ayu. Anyone? Miss Shahnas, Miss Fifi? Okay. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to delete all sentences. Hang on a second. And we're going to try practice 1 now. Okay. So Which one do you think is number one, tired or tiring?
Tired.
Ms. Jahnas, could you please read the whole sentence?
Maybe I'm so tiring that I don't want to move.
Wait. You said tired or tiring?
Tired.
Tired, right? One more time. I'm so.
I'm so tired that I don't want to move.
Thank you. By the way, this is how we pronounce the words. So tired. Tired. The same as when you say this word actually. So it's not tired. There's no R in the middle. The R is actually at the end. The same as when you say this one. Iron. Iron Man. So instead of Iron Man, it's actually Iron Man. Okay. The same. The same concept as using Y-E-R. Y-E-R. So when you say Iron Man, now that you know, please don't say Iron Man. Iron Man. Iron. Iron Man. Okay. There you go. Tired. Number two,
Frustrating.
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 Go on, Miss Ayu.
It's frustrating not to be able to express myself effectively in English.
Okay. Don't be, Miss Ayu.
Hmm?
With a lot of practice, you don't have to feel frustrated. The sentence is, I'm frustrating not to be able to express myself effectively in English. I'm reacting to your sentence, but this doesn't have to be felt by anyone. You don't have to feel frustrated, or you don't have to feel that English is tiring. As long as you try to use it daily, I'm sure it will come to you and you will feel that it is natural to use English in your conversation. Okay? It's frustrating. Frustrating. Number three,
The number of reports that she has to finish is overwhelmed.
is overwhelmed or overwhelming? Overwhelm means, how do you say overwhelm? In Indonesian is when you feel too much about something.
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming it is. So, Miss Putri, one more time, please.
The number of reports that she has to finish is overwhelming.
The number is overwhelming, and you feel, she feels overwhelmed by the reports. Okay. How about number four?
Satisfying.
Go on, Miss Via. Please read the whole sentence.
Being able to finish the project in time with a good result is satisfying.
Exactly. Thank you. Oh, it's so satisfying. Being able to finish a project in time with a good result is satisfying. Number five. How about it?
Confused.
Confused. There you go. Miss Via, one more time. Please read the whole sentence.
Sometimes I feel confused when talking to an Australian because of their accent.
Accent. Okay. There you go. This is because of, and you can also see after because of, there is no verb and it's only a noun, their accent. Okay. Number six.
Embrace.
Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Go on, Miss Fifi.
Anna feel embarrassed when she didn't accidentally spilled coffee during the meeting.
Thank you. This is how you pronounce the word embarrassed. So the stress, you need to use embarrassed clearly instead of embarrassed. 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 Okay. One more time, please, Miss Fifi. Mona felt embarrassed.
Mona felt embarrassed. Mona felt embarrassed when she accidentally spilled her coffee during the meeting.
Thank you so much. Mona felt embarrassed. Of course, you can always combine felt and embarrassed, as we already talked last session, to make you sound fluent. Mona felt embarrassed. Mona felt embarrassed. Felt embarrassed. Okay. Number 7.
Fascinating.
Go on, Miss Putri.
I felt her idea on how to market our new product is fascinating.
Thank you. I thought her idea on how to market our new product is fascinating. Ms. Putri said the correct pronunciation for fascinating, the stress is here, fascinating. So instead of fascinating, it's fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. Number 8, anyone? Miss Ayu, gone?
New regulation is too demanding for the employee.
Exactly, thank you. The new regulation is too demanding for the employees. Okay. Now this time I need everybody to choose one word, and please use your own situation at work to make your sentence. So you can use tired, tiring, frustrating, overwhelming, confused, confusing, embarrassing, fascinating, or demanding, but this time it must be related to your work. Okay, and this time I'm going to ask everybody to talk about their feelings. So I will have 9 sentences using these words. Okay, let's prepare your sentence. If you need time to prepare it, you have 2 minutes. Okay. Let's start sharing the sentences. Anybody wants to start first?
I'll start first then.
Okay, Miss Audi, go on.
I'm fascinated by the students' behavior nowadays
I'm fascinated. Why?
because they keep asking without reading.
Exactly. I also, but I wouldn't say it fascinated me. I would say I'm overwhelmed by their not reading habit. Astaghfirullah. You can read the messages before that message. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I didn't read it. I'm so sorry. Okay, no problem. So I'm fascinated by students' habit nowadays. Thank you. Others?
Maybe I want to try.
Okay, Miss Putri.
Our report of new student demanding for the pay firstly.
Demanding for the?
Pay firstly.
Oh,
Pay firstly.
demanding them to pay first. So our, one more time, Miss Putri, could you fix the sentence?
Our report of new student demanding them pay firstly.
To pay first.
Firstly.
Got it.
Oh, just pay first, not firstly.
You don't have to use Lee, no problem. Demanding them to pay first. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Putri. Our report. There you go. Something that has to do with your own work. So we're going to use this in our own situation. Okay, who's next?
Maybe I.
Okay, Miss Fia.
My lately work is frustrating. Sorry. My lately work is frustrating.
Oh, you need to put lately at the front then. Lately, my work is frustrating.
Lately, my work is frustrating.
Because, there you can add because.
Okay, because of many things come together in one time.
Wait, you use because of, it means that you cannot use come.
Okay, because many things.
Come
Because many things come one time.
at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
Exactly, thank you. There you go. See, implementing because and also frustrating. Lately, my work is frustrating because many things come at the same time. Thank you. The next one. So we already have, oh, hang on. I tend to forget things, so I'm just going to write down who has made a sentence. Miss Audi, Miss Putri, Miss Fia. 3 people so far. Okay. The next one. Anyone? Miss Dwi, Miss. Okay. Go on, Miss Shahnas.
I'm challenging for the task because make me more fun.
Oh, one more time, please. So sorry, your voice is crackling. I'm
challenging for this task because make me more fun.
When you say I'm challenging for this task, aku menantang tugas ini. Are you tertantang or menantang?
Tertantang.
So it's not challenging, it's I'm challenged.
I'm challenged. Oh. I'm so challenged for this task because make me more fun.
It's making more fun.
More fun.
Got it. Thank you, Miss Shahnas. I'm challenged for this task because it's making more fun. Miss Shahnas. Okay. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people. Miss Fifi, Miss Dwi, Miss Ayu. Miss Juwita, Miss Tita.
Maybe Miss.
Okay, Miss Dwi.
Sometimes I feel confused when a perimeter to another university.
Sometimes I feel confused when, so sorry.
Making a document lead our partner university.
Got it. Thank you. Sometimes I feel confused. There you go. That's the correct implementation of confused. Sometimes I feel confused. Thank you, Miss Dwi. There. 4 more people, Miss Ayu, Miss Tita, Miss Juita, and Miss Fifi.
The schedule for the new student is overwhelming.
Miss Ayu, the schedule for the new student is
Overwhelming.
overwhelming. Thank you. The schedule for the new student is overwhelming. Seriously? The schedule for the new student is overwhelming. For the students or for you? Hang on. A lot of my learners also started their college years or university years today, not today, this year, so sorry. So they too complain that, Astaghfirullah, miss, there are so many tasks. I cannot believe it. I thought high school was difficult, but then university is more difficult with more tasks. They all complain. Okay, so there you go. We have 6 people, Miss Fifi, Miss Tita, and Miss Juita. Okay, Miss Juita.
I stop my job due to sudden job.
Could you repeat it, please?
I stopped.
So sorry, what is it?
I stopped my job, sudden job.
I thought my job.
To sudden job.
Hang on. I didn't really get your sentence. Can somebody help me? I thought my job
Okay.
is. Or maybe you can type it in the chat box.
Okay.
When I open a chat box, by the way, this is an honest question because I don't know how it feels, how it looks like. When I open a chat box like this, do you see black space on my screen or something? Everyone? Is there a black space on
No,
my screen?
no.
No, miss.
Oh, so it doesn't show the chat box. Okay. Because I'm afraid that the chat box will cover the whole screen. Sometimes I get shocked. Okay. Sometimes how to fix the sentence. Sometimes I get shocked due to a sudden job. You don't have to use my job, but you can just use, sometimes I get shocked due to sudden job. Ms. Juita, could you please say that sentence? Sometimes I get shocked
I get shocked. My job due to sudden job.
without my job due
My
to
job
sudden job.
due to sudden job.
Okay, there you go. Sometimes I get shocked due to sudden job. Thank you. Miss Fifi, Miss Tita.
Hello, Miss.
Go on.
Okay, I'm surprised with the students because they have something done.
Miss Fifi, your voice is crackling.
Oh.
Could you please?
Hello.
Okay, now it's
Okay.
clear.
Okay, I'm so tiring with the student because they ask something instantly. Is it
Mm,
correct?
almost. Which one is tiring? You or the student? Yang melelahkan
Me,
muridnya
I'm so
atau?
tired.
Ah, there. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I'm so tired with the student because they ask something instantly.
Hmm. They ask something instantly or they want a reply instantly.
They will reply instantly.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, they will reply instantly.
Instantly there. Because I think if you just ask something instantly, it's okay. But then they want instant reply, and that's so instant reply there. Okay, thank you, Miss Vivi. Miss Tita.
I will try. I'm confused with this meeting because I don't know about the discussion.
Pardon, one more time, please.
I'm confused with this meeting because I don't know about the discussion.
Got it. I'm confused. I'm confused about this meeting because I don't know about the what, Miss Tita? So sorry.
The discussion.
The question.
Discussion.
Oh, discussion. Thank you. So I'm so confused about this meeting because I don't know the discussion. There you go. I'm so confused. Well done. Mhm. Oh, speaking of which, Miss Putri, you don't mind if I discuss it here, right? So instead of, there are two ways actually to pronounce the word. I gave feedback to Miss Putri for her video. So as I've said in the WhatsApp chat, you can always say schedule, schedule, okay? Or that's the American way of saying the word schedule. Or you can say the British way, schedule, schedule. So no k sound, schedule. But both are using j in the middle, j, schedule, Joe. So there you go. Oh, one more thing. Nobody has said this, but I've heard so many people say the word target. So in English, it is actually target, still g sound, not j sound. So either Indonesian or English, you can just use the word target. Okay. Some people nowadays, I don't know why, they say the target is to the target, the target. Okay. So the word is still target. There you go. We have practice 1 and 2. Now we're going further into the conversation. Aha. Okay. Use the right forms of participles and because or due to. Number 1, anyone? Is it present participle or past participle?
Past participle.
Past participle.
Past participle. Thank you. James, you look so stressed out. What's wrong? Hmm? How about number 2?
Because
Because
Because. Got it. Thank you. It's because my boss gave more tasks. Okay. Sorry to hear that. What is it?
demanding.
Okay, demanding. Thank you. Demanding. And then can say that again. but the incentive isn't.
Rewarding.
Rewarded or rewarding?
Rewarding.
Rewarding. Got it. Thank you. But the incentive isn't rewarding. I haven't even got my promotion yet.
Because of
Thank you. From what I heard, all promotions are put off because of your reorganization. Our company really
Confused.
needs that. Right now, employees are
Confused.
Thank you. Are confused about who is doing what. Yeah, it's really frustrating or frustrated. Frustrating. Okay. It's really frustrating, isn't it? Okay. Sure.
cause or signs.
Because of, okay, got it. Because of all this mess, I got more work than what I should have. We don't have Mr. Hafiz, so one person is going to be my partner. Anybody wants to be the example and be my partner?
Maybe me.
Okay, Miss Shahnas, would you like to be Agnes or James?
Agnes.
Agnes, okay. Go on then.
James, you look so stressed out. What's wrong?
It's because my boss gave me more tasks. Like he didn't know that my hands are already full.
Sorry to hear that. Your boss is so demanding.
Can't say that again. But the incentive isn't rewarding. I haven't even got my promotion yet.
From I what hear, all promotions are put off because of the reorganization.
Our company really needs that. Right now, employees are confused about who is doing what.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it?
Sure, because of all this mess, I got more work than what I should have. Okay, thank you, Ms. Shahnas. There you go. This one, you can always combine because this is ends with D and this one starts with O. So instead of stressed out, you can say stressed out, stressed out. Okay. James, you look so stressed out. Stressed out. What's wrong? And then this one. How do you say this word exactly?
Demanding.
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 Not mine, but man. Demanding.
Demanding.
Miss Shahnas is still using mine. Demanding. Demand.
Demanding.
Got it. Demanding. Exactly. From what I heard. Okay, so from what I heard. And then I think that's it for now. The next partner, okay, Miss Juwita and Miss Ayu, could you please read the conversation?
I think I will be up. James, you look so stressed out. What's wrong?
Because my boss gives more than I see. You know, my hands are full.
Sorry to hear that. Your boss is so demanding.
You can say that again, but the incentive isn't rewarding. I haven't even got my promotion.
From what I heard, all promotions are put off because of the reorganization.
Our company really needs right now. Employees are confused about who is doing what.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it?
Sure, because of me, got more work than what I said.
Thank you, Miss Juita and Miss Ayu. Okay. Some things that we need to improve. This one, Miss Ayu was correct. She already said put off. However, it is always better when you combine. Put off. All promotions are put off because of. And this one,
Frustrating.
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 Frustrating. Okay. As for Miss Juita, your end of sentences are mostly going up. So when in English, if it's a sentence, typically the intonation goes down. So instead of sorry to hear that, sorry to hear that. Okay.
Oh, very good.
And then this one too. You can say that again.
Can say that again.
Got it. So rising intonation is typically only for yes/no questions in English. By the way, you can say that again is a phrase. It doesn't mean that the person cannot hear you correctly, but it's actually saying that ya gitu deh, something like that in Indonesian. So when somebody talk to you and you agree with that person, you can say that again instead of you're right or exactly. You can say that again. Oh, for example, you want to say I hope the pandemic is over soon. Oh, you can say that again. Okay, there you go. When you hear somebody said that, you don't have to repeat the sentence. Okay. Typically, this is what happened when foreigners hear the word, you can say that again. They actually repeat the sentence, but you don't actually have to repeat the sentence. There you go. The next partner, I would like Miss Dwi and Miss Fia to read the situation.
Okay. Miss Dwi?
Yes. Yeah. James, you look so stirred. What's wrong?
It's because my boss gave more tasks. Like he didn't know that my hands are already full.
Sorry to hear that your boss is demanding.
You can say that again, but the incentive isn't rewarding. I haven't even got my promotion yet.
From what I heard, our promotions are put off because of the reorganization.
Our company really needs that right now. Right now, employees are confused about who is doing what.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it?
Sure, because of all this mess, I got more work than what I should have.
Thank you, Miss Miss Fia and Miss Dwi. There you go. Some things. Okay. This one, stressed out. Okay, Miss Dwi, could you repeat that, please? Stressed out.
Frustrating.
Got it. And this one, frustrating. Got it. Exactly. Frustrating.
Frustrating.
Thank you. Okay. Miss Putri and Miss Tita, could you please read the situation?
Miss Lita, are you Agnes or James?
Up to you.
Hmm?
Up to you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm Agnes.
Okay.
James, you look so stressed out. What's wrong?
It's because my boss gave more tasks. Like he didn't know my hands are already full.
Sorry to hear that your boss is so demanding.
You can say that again. But the incentive isn't rewarding. I haven't even got my promotion yet.
From what I heard, our promotion are put off because of the reorganization.
Our company really needs that right now. Employees are confused about who is doing what.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it?
Sure, because of all this mess, I got more work than what I should have.
Thank you. Miss Putri, one thing, this one.
Frustrating. Frustrating.
Got it.
Frustrating.
Exactly. Frustrating. Okay. The next one, Miss Fifi and Miss Audie. Would you mind?
Hello. Hello.
Adi?
Hello.
Adi? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I was away.
Okay. Which one do you want? Agnes or James?
I'm okay with anything.
Okay. Let's start.
So,
James.
you want to be Agnes or James?
James, you look so stressed out. James, you look so stressed out. What's wrong?
It's because my boss gave more tasks. Like he didn't know that my hands are already full.
Sorry to hear that. Your boss is so demanding.
You can say that again. But the incentive isn't rewarding. I haven't even got my promotion yet.
From what I heard, our promotion are put off because the organization.
Our company really needs it. Right now, employees are confused about who is doing what.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it?
Sure, because of all this mess, I got more work than what I should have.
Thank you, Miss Fifi and Miss Audie. There you go. We have this situation in the office. Okay. Now I'm going to delete all markings, all drawings. We're going to go straight to the pronunciation. Because of. It is usually shortened into cause, but if you hear it clearly, native speakers actually said because of, but very quickly. So instead of because of, we tend to hear it as cause. Because. Okay, so because. You can also use that type of pronunciation instead of using it clearly. So I like my work because instead of I like my work because that would sound not really native speaker like. So if you really want to sound like a native speaker, you can say because quickly. We still have 4 more minutes. Do you have any questions about our topic, or do you have any questions about the midterm test later? Dude, Mr. Hafiz just came. Oh my. Okay, so maybe Mr. Hafiz has questions. Remember, one thing that I need to remind all of you for the midterm test is not to be stressed out. Usually, this is what happened to participants of midterm test. They got into the Zoom and they go like, okay, your topic is about workspace and rooms. And they go, "Ugh." The moment you are stressed out about the topic, that moment you lose whatever you have in your skills to speak. So please don't be stressed out. Imagine that this is just a practice of conversation, just like what you read earlier, okay? Not that different from the conversation that you have already practiced. If you would like to have more examples of the conversations, you can check the grammar focus of Unit 1 and Unit 2. We're not going, Ms. Amel is not going to use Unit 3 in midterm test. So only leisure time and workspace and rooms. Any more questions about the midterm test? No? No questions? I'm going to ask for a reflection now. Now that you have midterm test coming, I would like you to reflect on what you have already learned so far. So what do you think you can take from our lessons so far, from the first meeting until now, the 11th meeting? What do you feel? What do you want to complain about perhaps? Or what do you want to say? It's up to you. It's your time. Okay.
I want to say I'm sorry because I don't really in the class, like I don't join the class fully.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry for that.
Oh, it's okay, Miss Audie. I'm pretty sure all of you are busy and you have to multitask by coming to these sessions. However, I still applaud you for taking this professional development in your working hours, because usually we have classes like this only in the afternoon. So like our previous conversation classes with Jasa Marga, they actually allotted time at the end of working hours. So between 3 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. when all the employees are less busy. But then you have your session hours, conversation class in the morning, when I know it's probably one of the busiest times in your day. So thank you so much for joining this at the early hours of your workday. So I do understand if you cannot join the class fully or you have to stop midways because there are other appointments or something else. Okay. Others? Probably you want to share something? Nobody? Nobody wants to share. It's up to you. You want to share your feelings, perhaps your complaint, your reflection, um, whatever you have. Oh, Miss Fifi, gone.
Okay, thank you. I enjoy with this class, but sometimes I feel so embarrassed because yeah, I until now I can speak English well.
Don't be. That's the biggest mountain that we all should pass. Don't feel embarrassed about your English. There's nothing wrong with your English. Okay. What's wrong with it is the confidence. Okay. So all of you have good English. It's just that you rarely practice using your English. So it's not about the English part. It's actually about the confidence part. So this class, the grammar, I'm sure you all know that part. We're just revisiting things that you already know. However, what you actually do in this class is practicing your English. So that's about it. And it doesn't mean that you can overcome your confidence problem in one day. I know it takes time. So feel free to build the confidence step by step. Don't feel, kenapa sih masih susah aja ngomong bahasa Inggris? Don't feel like that, because I know it takes time. We cannot expect somebody to change in one day. So the same with you. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay. Anyone else?
Maybe me, Miss Tati.
Okay, Miss Shahnas.
During the training, a lot of some knowledge make new knowledge for me, and then sometimes I'm so difficult for conversation or some vocabulary because maybe I'm not usually for that, and then maybe I will practice again for conversation or vocabulary, maybe for lebih lancar, something like that.
To make me more fluent.
Yeah, to make me more fluent, and this training make me confident for talking about English, because in the keseharian
My daily life.
my daily life conversation in English is very shy, and very shy because my society is use Indonesian language. Maybe something like that, Miss Debbie.
Yep. Our problem is whenever we speak English, people around us tend to go, "Alah, sok English, sok English." So it happens a lot to us. That's why we tend to feel shy when we speak English, because people are, "Apaan sih pakai bahasa Inggris?" So it happens, I know. And one thing that you need to be sure of, your tongue, the most active part when you speak, is actually a muscle, so full of muscles. It doesn't have any bones. Just like any other muscles in your body, if you want your tongue to work properly, you need to exercise the muscles a lot. Just like when you want to have a six-pack ab, you need to practice a lot with the abs, right? So the same thing, if you want to speak English fluently, you need to practice those muscles in your tongue fluently. So you need to practice a lot. Okay, since we already passed 5 minutes of our time, I'm so sorry to take more extra 5 minutes of your time. I'm wishing you good luck for your midterm test later. So thank you so much for joining this morning session, everyone. See you on Friday. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Miss.
Miss.
Thank you.